I don't know how old this building is, but I know that part of it was put on in 1911. I was able to find that in old newspaper clippings.
It was 1800s, Ma.
Probably
1880s.
That's more of the original.
1870s, 1880s. It was a shoe
Then there was
factory.
then there was a couple fires.
And there was a fire
Are you
where,
recording?
on the other end of the building, a boiler blew up. There was a maintenance man who was killed. And we see, almost everybody in the building has seen a tall man with boots and brown clothing walking, and then just suddenly won't be there. So, and even people who really don't believe it, and they try to find rational explanations, and of course there aren't any. So he's here. Different people have seen a little girl. I don't know, what else?
The non-existent person?
Oh no, that was me. There was
Yeah.
something disguised as me.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
So,
It's your twin sister.
Yeah,
We keep
long
her in the
lost.
basement.
Mostly when Alex is here, has been living here. And then when I'm here by myself, I will hear like somebody's partying in the kitchen here. We did find a few mice in the building, so I'm thinking it could have been some of that. But
Not opening up the drawers and slamming them in the fridge and all
it
that.
sounded like the drawers were opening, just like, you know, mice aren't gonna do that, but I don't know.
Unless they're
There
smart.
was one night, I was in my room on the computer, and I hear a knock at the door, and I get up. Now, I look into Alex's room.
the dark room at the end of that small hallway past the
Our
bathroom.
rooms are across the hall from each other. As I'm going out to answer the door, I see Alex sitting on her bed, and I say, "Who do you think that is at the door?" And she goes, like that. I go to the door, open it, and it's Alex. And I'm like, "Do you have a friend here?" So like, "No."
No.
And we both run into the room to look, and nobody's there. It looked exactly like Alex. I am not really prone to psychotic episodes unless Alex has, been here too long. But, yeah, that one, I can't explain that.
Oh,
I really
hell
can't.
no.
I wasn't asleep. I don't take drugs. I'm not even supposed to.
Well, I'm telling you now, if we see a little girl, I'm
Yeah,
leaving.
that one.
Oh, I'm running out
Well,
of
she
here.
would just say they see a little girl, but I thought I was seeing Alex sitting on her bed there. I have sleep apnea really bad, so I snore a lot. And during one of, about 2 years ago at the change of the season in the autumn, at night, I would think I would feel somebody patting me on the head at night. And a time or two, I got smacked in the head, and that woke me up. And other times, I'd feel somebody poking me in the cheek. And I don't think that was mice either. Then I had gone for a sleep study, and I got a CPAP machine, and it stopped. So I think what may have been happening is that I was, they said I would stop breathing at least 60 times a night. I think maybe they were poking me to see if I was okay. And I thought that was kind of endearing.
Is
So
that the
it's
only?
not always a negative thing.
Is that the only time they've been physical?
What?
Is that the only time it's been physical?
Sometimes they'll grab
Well,
ankles
that's
or
like,
move
not
stuff.
for her.
Alex got her ankles grabbed after the other,
The other investigation, yeah.
after
Like,
another
hey,
team
what the
was
fuck's
in.
going on?
Yeah, it's, I don't know, you invite
And
them
then there
in
was, Kate and I were here, and we had one of our pictures hanging up there by one of the command strips, and it was on there, and it came up, off, over, and smacked on the floor.
Was it 2 of them? It
No,
was, it was.
I was about to say,
one
mind
that
you, a
was-
No,
command
it was-
strip.
It was one picture twice in a row.
A command strip is an adhesive
But-
stuff.
yeah,
But it wouldn't
the
just
command
fly
strips are
off.
still-
No, that's the thing. It's not
It was
like
a
it can
hook.
fall off. Oh, it's the.
It slides.
It was the big hook though. It was the 3-pound one,
Oh,
and the strip came flying off.
You don't think because of the heat and the humidity is that?
All the other Christmas decorations were fine.
But you said it flew away from the wall.
Yeah,
And-
it came up over and off and over, and then landed over here face down.
Yeah, if
I
it
didn't
just
think
fell,
the
it
picture
would
was
just
that bad.
yeah, it would.
go straight down.
Yeah, I really didn't think the picture was that bad. But
Well, we haven't hung up any pictures since then.
What?
I like to find rational explanations for things.
Yeah.
And I really think, and a lot of times that's more satisfying than automatically saying, "Oh, it's a ghost." Because some of these things you really can't explain. You think of what the neighbors have seen, or I don't know.
no,
Almost everybody here has a story.
Mariah's little girl had a older gentleman visit her kid a few
Yeah,
times.
that she kept calling Papa. Papa's here, and she had never met her Papa because he died before she was born.
Jen sees stuff all the time downstairs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jen.
And her
Are,
kids.
they are on the other corner of the building,
On the first floor.
on the first floor, out by the parking lot and the. What would you call that? Playground.
Yeah, that's toward
They
the
have
end.
2 little boys.
And that's the end of the
Well-
building where the boy
Are they really
grew
now?
up and the
Yeah.
maintenance
Yeah.
man was killed. And she had looked that up in the newspaper